Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video because this is my last night before my final exam for uni. If I fail it, or if I get less than like 64%, which is like a credit, I have to pay for it and do it all again, this one unit, and it's going to set me back about 6 months, so it'd be really good if I can yeah, smash it. And I've not been able to do much music for the last 10 days or so because I've been so focused on that. Because I said, like, if I can get out of the way, then fantastic, I can kind of move on with music and all that stuff in my life. But if I don't, it's just going to be dragging on, which is a real nightmare. So I've done like 5 lectures today, which must be a record, for me at least. What I wanted to say though, is that 2 things I've found have been helping me recently. One is the Alexander technique. So I've seen a practitioner 3 times last week, so on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And what's the reason that's really good is helping my posture. Like even now, like I naturally have my pelvis further back. For example, my shoulders are a bit further back, and then my head's kind of trying to come up a bit more and trying to lengthen it. Because essentially usually what I've been like for many years is my pelvis has been forward, my chest has been like slumped in, and then my head has done kind of like that as a result. But what you need is the opposite. So this pelvis back, chest back, and then the head can be on it. I don't have a proper tilt, not like this. Now Frederick Alexander, who the Alexander technique is named after, he noticed that he was having his head tilted back when he went to speak, and I have the same thing actually. It's like the Feldenkrais practitioner the other day was saying it was like, yeah, like your neck's kind of like hunched in almost like that, and yeah, partly maybe to do with the C1 and C2 twisted to opposite sides. So I think C1's twisted to that side, C2 twisted to the other side. And that could either be, and I've said this many times, it could either be from a sporting injury that I had years ago. I fractured my shoulder, so this always hung over my left, and then my neck's compensated a result. And then I've also had a few car crashes as well, some of them my own fault, admittedly. Like I've got like whiplash injury from that, so my neck here is extremely tight. So, for example, if I do this, bend down, or like pull down, it's so much strain here. So it's almost like my body's kind of like done this, and it's in like, and when it's like that, it's also like my body's kind of in fight or flight, so it's harder to speak clearly. It's hard to get the vocals to come together nicely. But with the Alexander technique, I'm able to kind of get out of that a bit and be a lot freer when speaking and singing. But it's not that straightforward because of this. It's like, even with the Alexander technique, I'm still kind of like this because, and that's not, I can't imagine that's going to get better just by, working on posture and doing the Alexander technique. So I've been doing this. I've been doing like whiplash stretches a lot. So you can do this. So you have your head like obviously 2 hands, and you can kind of, as long as you're straight here on your shoulders, so shoulders right back, and you kind of do this, and that's really painful, that. But you can do that, and then twist it to the right or to the left. Left or to the right. So like that. And, by doing that, I'd say maybe 20 times a day has definitely made it a little bit easier, because this is now, loosening maybe some of the fibers in there, etc. Some of the muscles in there. So I'm finding it a little bit easier to get that extra length, which is really crucial when it comes to getting the right placement and everything, and getting a clear sound. And I've noticed today, like I'll just be like going to speak or something, and I just, that's just a little bit clearer, but it's noticeable, right? So there's 2 things. One is the Alexander technique, and the other one is doing this kind of whiplash stretch. And something else I wanted to look into is PRP, which is platelet. I've forgotten, what is this called? Anyway, PRP. Wait, no, that's not right. No, plasma rich platelet therapy, something like that. Anyway, you'll look it up. And what they do is they inject here, and it kind of regrow this area on your neck so that you can have get rid of neck pain basically. And well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily neck pain. It's not like excruciating neck pain that I have. It's painful when I like, try to maneuver it. Um, but it's more about kind of, I guess, regrowing this, yeah, all this area here, because it's really annoying because you try and work on the posture and stuff, but this is still wanting to do that. It doesn't want to stretch out because it's so tight in there. um I mean, I went to a chiropractor yesterday. My normal one is in Europe on holiday, so I went to someone else because I was in pain on my neck, because I've been kind of like cracking my neck like that, and while it helped for a few minutes to get more resonant voice and stuff like that, I noticed immediately, and easy to like speak and everything, because it's less because as soon as you crack it, it's like it's a bit looser, so it's easier. Body's not as like this, but then I basically kind of messed my neck up a little bit. So on the Sunday, which is now yesterday, I just went to a chiropractor. I was like, look, just sort me out because I've messed myself up here. And yeah, so he kind of helped me out. I'm not sure why I'm mentioning that. But yeah, anyways, but I basically need to sort out my neck and keep doing this Alexander technique, and that's I am pretty sure that's going to help, because I've noticed it helping already. Like, honestly, when I go to the Alexander technique practitioner, it's like within 2 minutes he's got me aligned a lot better, and it's really amazing. So I need to keep working with him. But as I said, if I can like regenerate this area and keep working on the posture and stuff, one of the most interesting ones is like literally the pelvis back, and I haven't mentioned this before, but I learned this the other day. If you're like, I've always had my pelvis forward, right, and then when you walk, it's like your heel goes first, and then the flat part of your foot. But actually, many years ago, humans used to walk with the front of their with the flat part of their feet first, and then their heel. But if you look around, and when you're walking on the street, every single person is going with their heel first. But actually, the opposite is meant to happen. And if you have your pelvis far back, it's almost like your bum sticking out a bit, and then and it's almost like your legs are kind of coming behind you. It's almost like your upper body is leading leading your legs rather than the other way around. But when you do that, your flat part of your feet come first before the heel, which is the correct way of actually walking. And for example, if you had the most stubborn person, the heaviest person or whatever, it's like if you ask them to do that naturally, like walking the way they would usually walk, so like say like heel first, and then you ask them to do it on say gravel or really tough terrain, they will not be going with the heel first, because it's so much more sensitive. So like they'll be going on that, how people go on their tippy toes, or even when running, that's how you are naturally meant to be walking. But yeah, it's become so ingrained that like everyone's going heel first and stuff. And I mean, I've even got these shoes that I got for my birthday that I love, but they've got this thick heel at the end, and I'm wondering, is that ergonomically, is that actually bad for me? I didn't actually want to ask the practitioner that I saw, in case he told me that I couldn't use them, but I probably should. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. Hopefully tomorrow I'm in a very, very good mood, because I've done well in this exam, and I can actually move on with everything, which would be nice. But yeah, no, definitely yeah, and the things with Frederick Alexander, I mean, he literally figured out what was wrong with him after 7 years or something. He managed to figure it out all on his own, and I'm definitely finding that his discoveries are helping me for sure, and I think everyone could benefit with that, certainly. But yeah, like I do think it would be easier if I didn't have this, whiplash, all these things going on with my neck. I think it'd be a lot easier. But I have to work with that now. But yeah, anyway, I'll see you all soon.